Pulling the wrist, watch how I flip. Watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, pulling the wrist.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
Buddy up! It's 50. Here we go. Shift.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. All you get on the head.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And an alley to run. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Brissett, a good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing. Brissett. They'll run the screen with Mack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Let's go. Go now. Hey, exit. 10 logo. I can't believe they even let you play. Check that set. Go.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his pullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This is Marshall, a 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. On first down, Marshall. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Hey, over. 15
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A first down throw for Brissett. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. This a give to Mack running to the right. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
It's caught by Funchess. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Minshew, and his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On play action, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right, and Walker has it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On second down, Brissett again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Jags. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing again on second down. Brissett funches, has it complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking to run with Mack. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second down and goal. Brissett looking end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is third and goal. Now Brissett to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead in the intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one finds a...
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. Solid return. Pretty good. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Marshall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run with Marshall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run the counter. Marshall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Brissett. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it up, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's got some space here. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, it's Brissett. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like... Yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run with Pumphrey. Touchdown, Jaguars! A big play there. 58 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So the Colts now down by 12. 1:47 on the clock. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Looking to throw again on second down. Brissett into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And this one complete right side to Funchess. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Here's Brissett.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Calais Campbell in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Brissett sets to throw it. He had 3 of those sacks last week en route to being the AFC Defensive Player of the Week 1 right there. How do you block him now?
That's the question you think that they'd be able to answer. After having 3 the week before, you would make all the necessary adjustments in practice, but he's such an imposing force, he knows how to get to the quarterback anyway.
4th down, Brissett. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run the counter. It's Marshall. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And here's Marshall. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
60 outlaw.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Look at me. Go on. Go on. Come get some. Come get some.
On 3rd down, Marshall. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They run the counter. It's Marshall, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Jacksonville, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire...
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma